Live on YouTube, and in this live we're going to be talking about what is the focus for October, what am I focusing on for this quarter, but mostly what are we doing in October, and just offering some updates. And so you'll definitely want to watch this if you want to get some inspiration for how you're going to refocus for your spa. If you kind of lost focus, especially in the summertime and now it's the fall time. And, this is the busiest time for spa professionals and massage therapists because the holidays are coming up. So that means gift card sales, package sales, referrals are going to be at an all-time high. Even retail sales, people wanting to get gifts for their family, for their friends, especially for the holidays. So this is really a time to hunker down and focus. So I'm going to be talking about what I'll be focusing on. I know we're live on YouTube, Facebook. When you come in, I always love to hear where you're watching from. So please tell me, what city are you watching from, or even what country you're watching from. I'd love to hear that. Welcome in. And I did not send an email about this live. It was supposed to be at 12:30, but on Instagram I mentioned that we would go live at 8 p.m. So, sorry. I see Buffalo, New York, North Carolina. Hi. Over here on YouTube, she says she's French. Okay, are you in France right now? All right. So if this is your first time watching me, my name is Ayana. I'm a licensed massage therapist, esthetician, spa owner. I'm also a continuing education provider and the founder of SpaBizSuccess. I've been in this industry since 2015, and I make YouTube videos about spa strategy, business strategy, everything relating to your spa business. And that's what we're going to be talking about. I see Memphis, Tennessee. Welcome. The Caribbean. Okay. Awesome. So we're going to get right into it. But I want to know, what are y'all focused on for this month? Like, is there anything in particular that you really want to focus on for this month? Is it your social media? Is it your hiring strategy? Is it just finding a space? Is it, just getting licensed? Are you in school right now? I want to know, what is your focus for right now? I see Virginia, but from Massachusetts. Welcome. I've gained so much valuable knowledge from you. I truly appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you too. Thank you for telling me that. Welcome in those watching on Instagram. So I asked you all, what is your focus for this month? I'll let you take your time with responding that. As y'all know, if this is not your first live, I love to ask you all questions too. So definitely engage in the chat. So you moved into a new space, ready to get focused on social media marketing. Focus on my exit strategy, graduating in April. Ooh, I wonder if you mean exit strategy from the spa. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, you all feel free to share your focus. I have a few things I want to share with you all today, to just share just some updates, just have like a real talk, like a chat, sharing like what I've been focusing on. Hi, Yao, welcome. I see a SpaBizSuccess alumni. Welcome in. Always love to see that. Always will shout them out. All right, so what is your focus for the month? So for me, right now, my focus for the month is content, okay? I'm going to be 100% real with you all. I fell off with my content. I really, really did. I've been agonizing over like, what system should I use for posting content? It's like I had a system, for me, if I'm just posting content, but now that I have 3 other people helping me with my business, like working in my business, part-time and full-time, it's like, how do I say, like, delegate them to post content for me? What is the best way to do it to where it's well documented, can be repeated, in case someone, decided to resign or whatever, like how could I replace them? So I've been agonizing over that. So we'll get to that later. I'll share more about that later. But let's talk about content. So I created a project plan for True Massage and Bodywork. That is my post-op spa, my lymphatic drainage spa. And in that project plan that I created, it started off with a photo shoot. So we just finished on Saturday, the Saturday that just passed a couple days ago. We just finished a 5-hour photo and video shoot. So that's 5 hours of footage, 5 hours of shooting B-roll or video. And we got so much content. And I got lucky because a week before the photo shoot, 2 of my models, they dropped out. They decided that they could no longer be a part of it. I'm hearing that my mic is a little staticky. Thank you for letting me know. I always love to know what is the audio sounding like. So before I continue with that story, let me just check out what my audio is doing. Y'all bear with me because we're about to get into it for real. Let me see. Okay. Okay, so it should be going pretty well now. Okay. Let me just double check here. Okay. So y'all let me know if if it went okay. I'm seeing, yeah, it's good. Okay, cool. Facebook Live. Yeah, we're live on Facebook right now. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing on Instagram the mic is clear. Awesome. So, and you might hear my baby in the background. It's supposed to be bedtime. I don't know why he ain't put him in bed yet. But anyway, let's get back to what I was saying about the photo shoot. Yeah, so right before the photo shoot, this 5-hour photo shoot, 2 of my models dropped out. And I was like, oh no, how am I going to get a model in such a short amount of time? Because that was the goal, was to like work on people. And that would be the content, me working on people. 2 of my team members, they were not able to make this photo shoot. So I'm still planning a photo shoot for December so I can have a team photo shoot so we can get headshots and like just photos of them interacting and like being at the spa and like getting footage of us doing like mobile sessions. Anyways, I had to scramble to find 2 models. So luckily, the day before the photo shoot, y'all, I had a client. And something about this client, so her mom did services with us. She didn't personally work with me. She worked with one of my team members. But I do remember going to supervise a session. So I met her mom and I was like, if you all want a free session, you could come by tomorrow and we'll do free sessions on you and your mom. I know y'all have been clients of ours for a while. But we will be shooting some videos and footage. And they were like, okay, bet, we will be there. And so I was like, yes, okay, good. I finally got 2 models. And what's even better is that they're client of ours. So they're like real post-op clients. Clients who have been working with us for a while. So I was like, okay, great. That's like even more authentic. And then I had the photographer post a post on his page, and he has a lot of followers. So, of course, people applied. So I was messaging so many people from the people who commented on his posts, asking them if they would like to be a part of this opportunity. One person I already knew just from she's also an entrepreneur, just from my connect with her. And then the other person I did not know, and I didn't even know she was going to show up. Anyways, it all worked out. They all came through. And I felt so supported. I felt like just so happy that came through last minute, like literally the day before, because the photo shoot was not cheap. So that happened. So anyways, that was a 5-hour photo shoot. So there was a lot of content from that. I just got the content back. And now the next phase of that is going to be taking all of this content, this drive of just videos and photos of us doing massage, of the space, of like little B-roll, of like little knickknacks around the space. Even we did some like role play of me doing consultation with my clients. Like we tried to film everything from start to finish. And so I have to take that content and turn it into really as much content as possible. And the goal is to make enough content out of that one photo shoot to be set until, I would say, honestly, June of next year. Like, that is my goal. If we could post 4 times a week, I feel like we could definitely like split up the content to where we would be good by like June. Maybe I could even stretch it out to the entire year, especially if I'm still making content during my sessions and my team, they're making content during their sessions. So that is the goal, to take all that content and stretch it out as long as possible so that we don't have to really create anything new really for the next year. That is the goal. And so something I would recommend to you all, because, I love, offering tips. I don't want to just talk about my experience. I want to give you all actionable tips. Even if you don't have a photographer, or you don't want to pay for like a photo or video shoot, or even like models or things like that, what I would recommend is honestly getting a trusted friend, maybe someone who might be interested in photography, or even someone who is getting their feet wet and they just want like a sample or something, someone who will allow you to borrow their time and they're not gonna, feel type of way about it. So someone who loves spending time with you, go ahead and get them to get a really good phone, because it doesn't have to be an expensive camera, and just get another person that maybe you all know each other, and then just go ahead and do a photo shoot of your own. You can do this at home. It doesn't have to be out of space. Let's say you're mobile. You can even do this if you're at school. Like if you're in massage school right now, I'm pretty sure y'all have treatment rooms. Why are you not taking pictures of the treatment rooms at your school, or like trying to get as much content as possible? If I were you, I would be bringing a tripod to school. So just try to get as much content as you can, put it into a Google Drive, and then figure out how you can stretch that content as far as you can. That means like a 10-second video clip could be turned into a reel, and all that reel says is, this is the new service that we have, or come book with us. Like, it didn't have to be super engaging, super professional. I mean, hopefully it does look decent, but it doesn't have to be everything, because the goal of creating content, especially on social media such as Instagram, even YouTube or TikTok, is to just be top of mind for people and build trust, to just show that you know what you're doing. So that's what I would recommend for you all, is to do that. Because really, honestly, I didn't have to get a photographer. I didn't have to. It felt like overdue. It felt like, it would be building a relationship with someone, because he's going to do our headshots when we have our team photo shoot. And I do want to work with him again. But really, I could have just had like my husband or something like take pictures and just use like portrait mode or something, and edited it and put it in a drive. That's really what I could have done. And actually, another tip, when we did the photo shoot, one of the models, so I'm working on people one at a time. So imagine I'm working on people one at a time, just like I'm doing sessions. So one of the models, like when I wasn't working on her, I had her film behind the scene content with my phone. So I have the photographer taking photos and videos, and then I had one of the models, one of the participants, take behind the scenes content. And so that creates so much content, because again, that is my focus. So let me just check in the chat here. I know I just went through my whole content strategy really for the next year. Thanks. Getting started on Canva. Appointments pick up for a handful of postings. We are elated. Yes. I love that. Yeah, Canva is going to also be my go-to. Yeah, the next step is to upload everything to Canva. And again, make as much content as possible. My area has little to no spa offerings. Does that mean like your area doesn't have any spas, or they don't have any leases for spas? Not sure what you mean by that. So if you'd like to clarify, I'll be on the lookout for that. But yeah, so that's my main focus. Photo shoot, check. Content creation, that's next. And I will get some help with that. And then scheduling it out really for the next year. So in my head, it's like, okay, we'll post 4 times a week. Some of that will be photos, some of that will be videos. And if we're posting 4 times a week and also repurposing those posts onto the stories every single day, I feel like we'll be good. we'll be straight. Because that will keep us top of mind, and it'll be able to showcase our new services. So one of the things that I made sure to do is even the services that aren't even free yet, I made sure to get videos of me doing those services. Even if it's not like perfected yet, like the protocols are not perfected on my end, I still wanted to get some representation of those services. So when we're ready to advertise it, we can be like, hey, come and get this pumpkin fall facial, or come and get this radio frequency facial, like things like that. So that's what I would recommend. Even if you're not offering, let's say, cupping or whatever service that you're interested in, go ahead and still get some videos of it or a representation of it so that you can post that. We're going to be talking about content a lot in the next couple of weeks because it's so important. And another thing that I want to note is every these lives I mentioned that my main marketing strategy, that's not new. I've been saying that for a while now. And because that is down packed, like clients find us on Google, the next step is to make sure our clients, when they come in, especially new clients, that they're saying, hey, I found you on Instagram, or I found you on TikTok, or I found you on YouTube. That will let me know that this content strategy is working. If we have more people saying that they found us on social media versus, Google, that will let me know that we're really making a difference there. So that is the next focus for October, content creation. So I expect I'm going to be spending at least, I want to say like 10, I don't want to make it sound scary, but about 10 hours on content this month, which honestly is not that bad considering we don't really post that much content anyways. So, and it'll be for the entire, my goal is to make it for the entire year. So we'll see. I'm going to keep documenting that process. I may document, let me know, especially if you end up watching the play or even in the chat right now, know if you would be interested in like seeing that process of what I'm about to do with all this content, because I could record videos of me repurposing this content so that you know how to repurpose your own content. So let me know if that's something that you'd be interested in seeing. Let me know. All right, so the next focus for October, and still feel free to let me know what your focus is offering new services. So something that I never used to do that I am pivoting to doing now is offering new services and new promotions every single season. This is a strategy geared towards new clientele, not really like existing clientele, because something that I find is that new clientele tends to be attracted to, how do I put it? Promotions. Yeah, promotions. I'll just put it like that. New clients like promotions. I feel like existing clients like perks. That is something that I notice in my own practice. Perhaps you notice that in your practice, that when you have new clients, they are attracted to certain promotions. And when I say promotions, I don't necessarily mean like discounting your service. I just mean offering something different and special. It doesn't mean that you discount your service or you make your services half price. Like, you don't have to do that. And I wouldn't recommend doing that at all, just to attract new clients. What I mean is that you have some just new catchy way of capturing new clients. And then what I find is that existing clients tend to like perks. They tend to like to feel special and remembered and have another reason to come in. So this could mean like birthday perks, or maybe they get like a glass of champagne. I'm not sure if you should be drinking champagne before a massage, maybe after a massage. But yeah, they like to have things that are special to them that make them feel like they're VIP. So that's something to keep in mind when it comes to new and existing clientele, because those are the two types of marketing that you can have. There's more, but that's the ones that I'm talking about right now. And so something that I'm going to be pivoting towards is every new season. So now we're in the fall time, offering new services / new promotions. So right now I am honestly trying to get more into facials, and I've been going back and forth to if I want to hire like a dual licensed esthetician / massage therapist. A lot of people ask about hiring, and maybe this is a story for like a later date or another video. I don't want to get too off topic or in the weeds, but hiring is like a whole thing. It's number one, it's very expensive. Number two, it's expensive in terms of time. It's very time consuming. and you want to make that investment back. So you want to make sure that they're getting booked, that they have good customer service, that they know how to treat your clients and they represent your business. So it's a huge risk already. But yeah, so that's another thing I've been thinking about. But anyways, every new season, we're going to offer new services and new promotions, but mostly towards facials, kind of like fall vibe, cozy vibes, and holiday vibes. I do it every single season and never failed. This used to be the only time I would run paid ads. Like during like December or November, Black Friday, or even like the holidays like Christmas. We would do like a quick paid ad through like Facebook to sell like half off gift cards, and they would always sell. Now, I don't believe that we're going to be doing that this year, because sometimes I think doing that, or something I've noticed, it may attract the wrong clientele. And also, gift cards tend to get mishandled. A lot of people don't use them. It can cause a lot of customer service issues. And why offer them if I don't need to, if that makes sense? So that is something that we're thinking about. Another thing when it comes to new season, new services, is expanding clientele. Something I'm noticing right now is that our clientele is changing, and I want to figure out how to really track like how that's working. It looks like I'm frozen on YouTube right now, but I guess I'm still going on Instagram. But yeah, my clientele is changing. We're getting like new clientele. It's a lot different than what I'm used to seeing, and sorry. I just let me stay on track here. And it's a lot different than what I'm used to seeing, and so I want to figure out like where are they coming from. Mostly it is from Google. But I want to figure out how to get their referral. So that's another thing that we're focusing on: expanding clientele, new season, new services, and also trying to build out a referral program for these new clients. So that is another thing we are going to be focusing on. Let's see. Let me see if y'all are still with me. I know I was frozen a little bit on YouTube. At least it looked that way to me on my end. Let me read some of the comments here. In the town where my spot is, there's no services for scrubs, muds, or wraps. People have no idea what scrubs or muds include. A reel is a great idea. Absolutely. I created an entire Halloween-themed spa treatment involving everything from couples massages to pumpkin scrubs. I love that. But getting the info out there is my dilemma. I'm struggling with the typing. Okay, got it. Okay. No, I love that you're being creative and creating fall-themed services, especially because it sounds like you have some leverage, because it sounds like not a lot of people offer that in your town. So, talking about the first thing that, I said I'm focusing on, which is content. When it comes to your content, that's your opportunity to educate your clients. That's your opportunity to show and sell your service. I talk a lot about show, don't tell, or show and sell, rather. Show and sell your service. So that's an opportunity to show like the whole process, start to finish. Because usually when people are visually seeing that, they'll want to do it. I know if I saw a video of someone getting a mud wrap, or if I read a testimonial of someone after a mud wrap, or I understood like even the benefits of getting a mud wrap, I more than likely would be interested in getting one. So that's a good opportunity to, showcase the services that you have to bring clients in. And, something I want to mention is that this does not have to only be through social media. Another part of this like content initiative that we have at True Massage and Bodywork is making sure that we can get printed marketing material. And that kind of leads me into my third focus, which is networking and outreach. A part of that is creating new material. So one of the tasks that we have is to take this content that we've created and put them into new flyers, new business cards, new brochures, just printed material for different situations that we can pass out and give to people. Even if there's like an opportunity to be at a booth, I just want to be extra prepared. I would even go as far as to create like, like the signs that you have up, like those big old signs that you would put on your booth if you were to be presenting somewhere or at like a networking event. I would like to get those pre-made should the opportunity arise, or should we find an opportunity to do that. So that is just another way you can get your services out there. You do not have to sit at a computer and like do the Instagram stuff. You can also make sure that you have printed marketing material. So that is another opportunity. Even I want to say every other week, I feel like on my doorstep, not on my doorstep, but in my mailbox is marketing material, because there are some people who are really adamant. I mean, everyone opens their mail, but there are some people who are really into, opening all of their mail, even like what I would consider like spam mail or marketing mail. And that is an opportunity. Even coupons. I'm not saying that you should create coupons for your massage business. That's kind of doing a lot. But I could even imagine an opportunity for you to create a voucher for them to go and redeem to do services at your spa. And that's something you can create these, send them in the mail to different people in your area. And I'm positive you can find a website where you can actually get home addresses to people in your area so that you can send those out. Crystal said, love that. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. It looks like we're doing some coaching in here today. Yes. Awesome. Have a great time with your clients. I created posters on Canva, even postcard size brochures. Yes. See, you're thinking outside the box, because I think a lot of people only think about social media when it comes to marketing their services, when really print marketing does really, really well. So that is another thing to think about. And it's like a way to ensure people are seeing your stuff. There's no guarantee that they'll go to the website or anything like that. But one thing that can help them go to the website is if you create QR codes, which actually you can do with Canva. I want to say it's through Canva Plus, but I'm positive you can find a QR code creator that is free. There is likely an app for that you can put on your printed material. So it kind of combines the two. It combines the digital with really the physical materials. So that is something to think about. Another thing that I'm finding to be really useful, especially at my spa, because we are a hybrid spa, we have a physical location and we have a mobile location. So when we were only mobile, we really relied on the digital world to get things out there, because we're only representing ourselves in our clients' homes. But now that we have a space, we can actually market our own services at the space. So even recently I purchased like a marketing material from the skincare line that we use, and they have their own marketing material. And I remember putting it on the shelf, and even like the next day, a client asked about what it was advertising. It was advertising a fall facial, because on the material it says ask about fall facials, and she asked about it. And so I was like, wow, this is powerful. This is actually working out. I had never done anything like that before. I've mostly only done like digital marketing, so like emails and putting things on the website if I wanted to promote something, or putting something on social media, but nothing like a printed advertisement like within the space. So that is another opportunity for you. If you sell your own products, if you, let's say, have a new service or maybe a seasonal service, go ahead and you could just print something out, put it in a picture frame, and put it in your spa. That's really all you have to do. I think the picture frame idea is really nice because it can upgrade it or make it look even better. And just break those out whenever the corresponding season is happening. So if you always do like a December themed, facial or body treatment, then go ahead and create those ahead of time and then put those in your spa, and people will ask you about it. Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and summarize some of my focuses, but I'd still love to hear, what are your focuses for this month? So again, my first focus is content. I have an entire initiative that will take all this content that we created from this photo shoot to turn it into content that can be stretched out for as long as possible. We're going to try to schedule it out. Honestly, I'm going to try for the entire year because we still do have a photo shoot at the end of the year, like a team photo shoot. So that will be even more content that we could stretch out. In addition to when I'm just doing services or when my team are doing services, we can still be filming content. So it's just like endless content, and try to stretch it out over a year if we can. The next thing is new services. So for this new season, brainstorming a new service, an exclusive, time-limited service, something that you'll realize just in the marketing world or the world of selling is if you have an offer that is time sensitive, it's going to do a lot better sometimes, at least in that short amount of time, than an offer that is just year round, because the FOMO effect, so the fear of missing out, is in full effect. So we're going to offer fall themed services, mostly geared towards facial, because we want to expand our clientele. We want to expand the people that we're reaching now that we've kind of gone deep into our niche and have, seen this type of client like multiple times. I believe it's time to expand. That's what I'm seeing, as the visionary. I'm seeing that we are expanding our services and we are working with more women. We're doing facials, we're doing more spa services, but we're still known for our specialized service. So that's what we're going to be doing, and that's going to help expand the clientele, help us get more referrals, and help us get more reviews for these new services. And if we can get reviews for these new services, then we're just going to get more clients for those services because they're going to ask about them. Showing that I'm frozen on YouTube. We'll just keep going on Instagram. The third thing was... I didn't really fully go deep into the networking and outreach, but essentially we're going to take all that content, turn it into new materials. So printed materials such as flyers, brochures, business cards, more than likely going to revamp the website, and best case scenario, be able to send mail out to like new clientele or potential clientele. Let's see. But in terms of networking and outreach, honestly, y'all can agree. Y'all let me know how you feel about this. But personally, I feel like the fall, at least to me, is really about like socializing with other people. Even the introverts want to be outside during the fall time, and go to events, go to like parties, things like that. So my idea is to just be out more, be prepared with some business cards. I even made like a digital business card. I used an app called Link. One of my clients told me about it. It's LINQ, and that is a digital business card. And so I created that. And honestly, just intentionally going out. And if the conversation of business comes up, or if I feel comfortable enough to mention it, especially if I'm talking to, someone who fits my clientele, then I'm going to talk about it and see how well that does. I'm just going to put myself out there and really just do it. And I encourage you all to do the same. Like really get in the habit of just really introducing yourself and having that. Whatever script you use for that, doesn't have to be a script, but like the main points you want to mention about who you are, what you do, and what you offer. Because even if they're not personally interested, they might know someone who's interested. You just never know. So if I ever find myself, at a rooftop bar, this weekend, or, if someone invites me somewhere, I want to be prepared to share what I do. And of course, the flip side of that, be prepared to ask someone, what do they do? What are they interested in? And see if there's any alignment there. Not necessarily like just trying to business network. I still want to like form relationships and stuff, but I just mean not being afraid to talk about what I do. I think that's something that a lot of us massage therapists struggle to do. Something that I even learned at this networking event that I did today, if you saw my stories, you saw that I went to a networking event today. Something I learned is that it makes sense. And I used to do this when I worked at Massage Envy. Just wear your name tag out and people will ask you questions about what you do, and they will literally ask you for your card or for your information. Just try it. Like one day, get your name tag made. I get my name tags from, I want to say Name Tag USA. The name tags are like $5 for like a magnet name tag. Or no, it's called National Name Badge. That's the name of the website I get name tags from. And just go out one day. Just go out, go get your groceries, go, I don't know, to the mall, and people will come up and ask you, especially if they're close enough to read your name tag, they will ask you for your information. Try it. Just watch. Just do it. And if you want to up it a notch, be prepared with some type of business card where they can just scan a QR code and book with you. So go ahead and try that. Hi, welcome. Go ahead and try that and see how many clients you get. See how many people are interested in your service. Like, I dare you. Like, maybe we should have a challenge of just wearing a name tag, going out in public. Count how many people come up to you and say, oh, you're a massage therapist? I would love to, I know someone who would love to get a massage. Like, it doesn't fail. Just go out and try it and see how many new clients you can get from that. Or at least get their information so you can add them to, let's say, your email list so that you can remind them, like, hey, I do massage, like, send a little email. Like, there's no shame in that game at all. People love learning what other people do. It's just kind of human nature. So I understand if you're like an introvert, that might sound scary. I know I consider myself an introvert. I'm like an introvert where I like to pretend like I'm an extrovert just so I can feel comfortable and make other people feel comfortable too. But yeah, it works for me. So we're going to try that. Oh, there was a last thing. So the last thing that we're going to be focusing on in this last quarter and in October is we are going to be tracking some metrics. So I'm going to figure out what are the metrics we need to be tracking. I'll be honest, when it comes to social media, let's say like Instagram, I'm trying to figure out what are the most important numbers. To me, it's not the follower count. It's not the likes. It's more than likely going to be the reach. So how many accounts are you reaching? And of course, there's numbers like, retention rate, how many new clients you have, how many people dropped off, how many people are joining your email list. Like, those are some good numbers to track. Of course, your revenue, that's a whole another thing. But I just want to be more adamant about tracking certain metrics. So for example, when we start posting this content, like, what are the numbers that we need to be looking for to ensure that our content is working? Because if you're not tracking like any type of numbers or any type of metrics, it's like, how do you know what you're doing is effective? That's really important to look at, so you know if you should be going in this direction or going into a different direction. For me, on Google My Business, especially when we are focused on Google My Business traffic, the main numbers that I would look at is how many people are calling. Like, how many people are calling us every single month? How many people are clicking on our website from our Google My Business page? How many accounts are we reaching? Where do we show up in the search engine? Google has like their own, like, what do you call it? They have their own ranking system of where you rank when people type in certain words. And then another thing I would track is like the type of keywords that come up when people find us. So if I can figure out what type of keywords come up when people find us, then I can use that keyword in more of our marketing stuff or more of our, like, on our web pages, so that they just find us even better. So those are some things to think about when it comes to our focus. All right. So I know this live, it feels a little bit out of place because I've been doing lives at 12:30 p.m. I'd love to learn if this time is better. I mean, actually, no, scratch that. It's not better for me. I would prefer the 12:30 p.m. time. But some things that you can look out for is there is a new video dropping this upcoming week. I think you all are really going to like it. So be on the lookout for that on Friday. It's going to drop at 12 p.m. on Friday, a new YouTube video. So look out for that. And then the next live, I believe the next live, I'll be sharing how other massage therapists, other spa owners can work with me. I believe that's what we're going to be talking about in the next live. I believe that's going to be on Tuesday. But if you do want to be informed on like any promotions that are going on or even like the lives, I would highly recommend getting on the email list. The best way you can get on the email list is to go to the link in my bio or the description box if you're watching on YouTube. And what you would do is just opt into one of the free offers. So I do offer a free how to get clients, 20 ways to get clients. So 20 ways I've personally gotten clients that you can use for your own practice. If you don't have that, I highly recommend that. That's a great guide. Opt into that. It's completely free, and then you will be notified of any promotions, any new videos, any lives, and I also do a weekly newsletter. So that newsletter goes out every single Friday with the new video. So yeah, those are some things to look out for. And then lastly, we do have the waitlist open for the manual lymphatic drainage course. We did sell out of the one that's coming up at the end of the month on the 25th. So if you're opted into that, I look forward to meeting with you all. Y'all are about to spend 18 hours with me. That's wild to think about. A whole 18 hours over the course of 3 days. But it'll be worth it because by the end of it, you'll be certified in manual lymphatic drainage. So that is awesome. But yes, I really appreciate you all joining me on this live. I know it was a little bit impromptu, but it's Tuesday, so we had to do our Tuesday live. And definitely make sure that you see that YouTube video that's coming out on Friday. And of course, my DMs are always open if you want to share what type of content you would like to see. But I will see y'all in the next live. I hope y'all have a great rest of your week, and I will see you soon. Bye.